Now, fellas, talk to us about your first thoughts when you were both contacted about being featured on TV One's Unsung Hollywood. What did you guys think about that?
My initial thought was like, why they put my brother on here with me? I'm the legend. So, so
that's funny that you said your whole career. Go ahead.
But then I came to my senses and I said, well, we'll win one for the Gipper, and we'll do this for TV One, because my brother had just an equally, should I say, successful career in the entertainment business for 2 decades. And I also wanted to know why they were doing it on us. Like, are we over the hill, or are we about to die, or are we nostalgic? But the way the new Hollywood Unsung is doing them is like, no, we want to show both of you guys, from past, present, and future. But we want to also show your relationship on surviving in the entertainment business.
Yeah, I mean, when I was humble when I first, when I first got the word, and I actually didn't want to do it at first because, there's a little rift between me and my brother. I ain't gonna lie, there's no perfect families. But then, and then I was also like, my career has been, I thought it's been a great career, but not, anything worthy of that. But after looking back on it and looking at my brother's career and seeing, the odds of two people coming from the same family, coming from the hood, going to Hollywood and being successful, and the impact that, both of our careers have on a lot of the comedians that are, touring today. Then it's like, I was honored and said, let me just take this blessing and go with it. But, I was most proud of the fact that we was able to look back, man, and see where we came from. And when you growing up poor, you don't know you poor. And as I look back at it now, seeing the struggles that our parents went through to make sure we had a great life. I mean, we grew up really strange because we're Army brats, but my parents separated for a while, so we went hood for a minute because my mom was trying to raise 6 kids by herself. I mean, she did the best she could, and she kept us out of gangs, kept us out of the streets, kept us in a Catholic school, getting a good education, and working 3 jobs. So, I look back at that, I was like, wow, I really see how incredible our mom and dad was. So if it did anything, it really made us appreciate our mom and dad even that much more.
Now, after watching you both on screen for so many years, you guys keep everybody laughing and cracking up all the time. What was it like growing up in your home together?
Well, we were military children, so we, Army brats going from state to state, growing up, always either being identified as the new family, the new kid, you talk funny or something like that. And it just, I guess, just seeing a lot. I mean, me, I just, when you got brothers and sisters, you got to, they're your play dates right there. So between, kind of being, living military life, traveling around, and then having to make the, the best, because we didn't have a lot of toys. You had to make fun, with what you had. And so either, doing impersonations, putting on shows around there, or just joking around. I think that kind of, at least gave me the information that, I could make my family laugh. Maybe I can try to make some other people laugh.
Well, Joe blazed the trail first. I always was a class clown, campus clown, cracking jokes, but, I never thought about doing it for a career. Actually, until, Joe went on to L.A., started doing movies, was, Def Comedy Jam. That's what inspired me to do stand-up. And I was like, man, if I get kicked out of class for it, maybe I can try to make some money out of it. So I started doing stand-up and, under tutelage of Joe and showing me the ropes and things like that, and just grinding, man. I mean, grinding three times a night, 6 days a week in comedy clubs, just, trying to find my voice, trying to, get out of my brother's shadow and just trying to make people laugh and do something with my career, because Joe went to college, got a doctorate. Me went to college, dropped out of it. So I had to do something with my life, and, comedy was my calling, and then the acting came after that. So, I'm glad I've been able to be in this career for 24 years.
Now, Joe, I understand that you had some mentoring by the late, great Robin Harris. Talk to us about the impact Robin had on your life and some things that you learned from him.
Well, with Robin, man, we both had sort of like the same type of style. Sort of like the freestyle. We don't like to stay on script. Even though we have topics to talk about, but we will, get off script to talk about the audience. We both had a thing about controlling, our audiences. And, he just taught me the whole thing, stage presence. And one of the main things he taught me is like, I don't care how many times you tell a joke, and how many times somebody hears it. You know what I'm saying? If you if it's a good joke and you know how to tell it, it's gonna be funny every time. And he was a master at telling, some jokes and stories different ways, different, and but you knew him. You knew it was a joke was coming, but you couldn't get out of the way of it. And with me, he just taught me how to be prepared, man. Be prepared. He said, write a joke a day. If you write a joke a day, then you'll have 365 jokes. And even if you don't write a joke a day, you write a joke 1 week, you'll have 52 weeks. And he said, that's more jokes than people ever written in their life. Some of people live off of 10 jokes. So
take my
I was
wife,
always,
please.
Yeah, I was always in the class of just, creating more, and just having a sort of, say, a Costco style of material.
I guess I'm Sam's Club then.
More like True Value.
All right. Well, if you want to go there, you're more like Woolworths. When the last time you seen a Woolworths?
Well, I'm not starting. I got some Woolworth jokes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, they wouldn't let you sit at the counter, so you need to chill. Especially with this president, we ain't gonna be sitting at no counters pretty soon.
You right about that.
I need to know your thoughts on the newly elected President Donald Trump. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, that's the only part of me that can find a silver lining in this presidential election, is that I got 4 more years extended to my comedy career, because he is the gift that just keep on giving, and I'm going in deep and consecutively.
Now, also coming up on Unsung Hollywood, we will get to see people like George Lopez, Vivica Foxx, and the list goes on and on. Talk to us about how some of these people may have played a special part in the lives of Guy and Joe Torry.
Well, first of all, I mean, George Lopez was a mentor of mine, as Joe was a mentor of mine too, and also Cedric. I used to watch Cedric do stand-up before I even started doing stand-up in St. Louis. And then as an early, comedian, I used to open for guys like George Lopez and Cedric the Entertainer and my brother. So, and Vivica, was a friend I met through Joe. And so they came up together, as actors in Hollywood. So to have them be a part of this, I think, it's great. But I think, they really respect Joe's career because he started with them. And I think, that's a positive thing due to Joe. I'll give that credit to Joe.
Well, I mean, with me, it's, when you have a lot of peers that are, that probably, they seen you grow up. They seen you start, come out here in your car. They seen you go on auditions. They seen you, they know the same, struggles you come from. And we, come from the Midwest. Say what?
They know your grind.
They know your grind, man, and it's and you really can't get anybody to tell those stories but real people that's been through it, and that other people respect that is coming from them, because they know they've been through it. So the DLs and the Brubmans and
right.
The Robin Harris and all the people that George Lopez and some of these people that are featured this year. I mean, they did this grind themselves, but they also were in the front lines on the trenches, with us, and they know they've seen the progress.
Well, we are coming up on the new year. 2017 is right at the door. Talk to us about some new projects that you guys have coming.
This Monday, I'll be on the Steve Harvey Show, the daytime talk show. They did Kings of Comedy reunion. I was actually the first host of the Kings of Comedy tour very early in my career, before I left the tour, and they added DL after I left. But they did a reunion, so I'll be on the show with Cedric the Entertainer, Steve Harvey, a tribute to Bernie Mac, a very nice tribute to Bernie Mac, and D.L. Hughley. So that'll be on this week. And I'm currently working on called Fat Tuesdays from Hood to Hollywood. So I got my hat full. Not as full as Joe's, but I got something.
I just finished the film. It's called The Workout Room. It's it's got a lot of comedians in it. It's going to come out in May. I co-produced it. I'm going to star in it. I play a father with a daughter. We both got issues, of our biggest days of our lives, and she got to be somewhere, I got to be somewhere, but we both got to be there for each other. So it's a nice comedy, man. I got Tammy Townsend, Brubman, JJ, a plethora of comedians, Squancho, Ricky Harris, just people that you've seen in so many different, arenas. Now you've seen them in this comedy film, so it's going to be my first one I produce and star in. And then you can also look out for the reality show, Here Come the Tories.